Hello and welcome to Wake Up. No, not Wake Up. It's Wednesday. Right? I still have to wake up. Hello and welcome to Watch Artists Work Wednesdays with
Oh,
WAGMI NFT, aka WAW. So today we have Mirage, Twitter handle Mirage RVN. She's the lovely artist. She creates poems. She creates zombies. She creates animated videos. She's a master of all. She puts me to shame. But I'm honored to say that she's here today to show us the goods. And by goods, I mean her artistry.
yes.
Get those naughty thoughts out of your heads.
No ink today.
No ink today. Sorry, boys and girls.
Oh my goodness. All right. So let me see here.
Well, first, before you get into that, can we ask you a few questions?
Of course.
Well, we won't get too personal, but so what brought you to Ravencoin?
That would be my lovely husband, Jason, with NFT Raven.
Uh huh.
Um, I still remember when he was getting into it,
Hmm.
crypto and NFTs, and a lot of it seriously just went right over my head, in one ear, out the other. I had no idea what he was talking about, like it was a different language.
Uh huh.
And then he started collabing with ET Art, actually, and I was just kind of hanging back and started watching.
Yeah.
And I've always talked about getting into my writing. I've been putting it off for many years. And we were having a discussion one night, and he's like, hey, why don't you start making NFTs and putting your writing out that way?
That's cool. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Let me move my fan before we hear wind the whole time. I think that was the issue we had last time. No, that's excellent. So well, Sutton. Before I keep going, Sonny, do you have any questions that
No,
you?
that's what I just remember seeing those first um, you know uh, inspirational quotes, and also your I believe it's called Bipolar One, that was put up, and that just really caught my attention because you really just put yourself out there, and I thought that was very courageous, and so yeah, that just caught my attention just straight out of the gate. And I don't know how long ago that was, but it's amazing to see just all the just different things, that different ways that you've been participating as an artist and growing and even showing up here today. So thank you so much. It's really fun to hear about how your process works. So
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for
Well, I
making the
want to
time.
thank you all because you guys have been amazing, supportive, and I came into the NFT space just, I wanted to kind of be anonymous and kind of hide behind that because I didn't feel comfortable enough just coming out, hey, this is me. Um, but I'm kind of doxxed partially anyway due to the husband.
because
But
because of sircrone actually.
Well, I guess it was just a domino effect, right? It was just like one happy accident after another, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So
Well,
that's
yeah, it
yeah.
really helped me gain the confidence and the self-esteem to be able to do this
Well,
and
that's
to
great.
continue on. Otherwise, I think I'd still be just sitting on the couch watching TV. So it allowed me to find a new passion and hobby, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're
so.
inspired and you
So what
want
are
to
we
keep
going to do
creating.
today?
Today, I am going to just read a couple of my poems
Very nice.
and kind of talk about the book that I'll be, implementing my poems into.
Book.
And then we're going to go on to Canva, which is a free site that allows you to input your images, texts. You can even create videos in there, GIFs, all kinds of things. They even have their own elements that you can also use or edit, as you wish. And so I was going to create an NFT in there real quick and then maybe head over to Midjourney and just play around with some AI prompts
That sounds amazing.
because it's always fun playing in Midjourney. It's addicting. All righty. Let's see if this works. I've never done this before. All righty. Is that working?
Yeah, just so you know, you don't have to always show your entire screen. You can show only specific things, right? Like, for example, let's say you have a tab open. When you go to present now, you can select, instead of the whole screen, you can select window or specific tab. Just remember that when you're only showing a tab, that if you ever are jumping to a new tab or a different window, we're not going to see that.
See, that's why I just went with entire screen, because I'll
Okay,
be
yeah.
jumping
Yeah, that's
around a
fine.
little bit.
Yeah, no problem. Just letting you know.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Can you guys see my book cover?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. So this is just something that I just started with. I'm still going to be doing some editing, like changing, like my picture and playing around with it a little bit more. But this is just kind of like the start of my future book cover when I decide to publish all my poems.
That's awesome.
Yep. And then everybody who has supported me along this NFT journey and purchased any of my NFTs, I'm giving Mirage tokens to, and they can redeem those tokens to be, I guess, submitted into my book. I'm going to do kind of like a supporter / shout out page in the book, putting everybody's name in there who wants to be included, that have supported me along the way as like a thanks and appreciation.
That's really cool.
That's a great example of how to use Ravencoin assets and the Ravencoin tokens to be building out your dream. That's really cool. I love the book cover and the not so subtle thoughts of a manic depressive. That's a great tagline.
Yep. Yeah, because I will admit, I think some of the poems are kind of dark and they're kind of raw. So yeah, that's why afterwards we're going to head over to Canva and maybe do something a little bit more positive. But yeah, these are definitely, they're pretty dark. A lot of the things that I experience and go through, the ups and downs dealing with bipolar disorder as well as PTSD. This one is titled Bound. Let me see here. A feeling of being lost, defeated of all hope, giving in at what cost, finding harrowing ways to cope, a hovering cloud of self-hate, crushing my tumultuous soul, bound to a fate to which there's no control, craving a day to be free, to embrace newfangled goals, hunting a distant dream for recovering what was stole.
That's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
That one hits me hard. Dealing with mental illness, I feel like a lot of times people, we feel defined by that. And I struggle with it daily. Like, oh, I'm never going to amount to anything. This is what I'm going to be. It's always going to be interfering in my life. And, those are the low points, definitely. And
you're not alone in that. I don't speak much about, my personal life, but Sunny has an idea of what I've been going through recently. So I'm right there with you. Just know that.
And see, that's kind of like why I really like doing this is I feel like it would bring people together more, knowing that, you're not alone in mental illness. A lot of people out there struggle and we just don't like to talk about it.
We live in a society where it's, I think the statistic is like 1 in 4 suffers from some form of mental illness. And yet it's one of the least understood and least talked about issues in our society. So yeah, these ideas of just bringing it forward into the forefront and making it I'm a real person who has a real life, who's doing real things. And, this idea of sharing your journey along the way, I just think is like a powerful way to recover for other people too. So yeah, this is just really cool.
Definitely. This next one, the wall, I love the photography behind this one. I don't know what it is, but
is that
I like
you?
that image. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. And then the husband helped me kind of put it in Photoshop and play around with it a little bit more. I'm still kind of learning in that one. This one, titled The Wall. Day by day, brick by brick, that shielded wall you've built grows expeditiously thick. With each trauma, betrayal, and lie, you start to lose yourself. A withering soul begins to die. Can anyone break through such pain where the concealed memories hide? waiting for a trusted savior to tame, severing the confines of stone apart, what is buried behind this guarded facade, only all the best parts of your heart. I think we all can relate that many of us have a wall that we hide behind and don't want to let people in.
Oh yeah. I built so many walls. I'm surrounded.
I think the only person that was able to kind of get me to kind of open up more and break that wall down a little bit was my husband. You know, he's my rock, and I'm just so thankful, you know, for him just being so understanding and patient with me during, you know, all the ups and downs dealing with my mental illness and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome to always have somebody there that, even though they don't even have to say the right things, just being there and understanding what is happening is enough, you know?
Yep. Now this one, the storm. So sometimes I have these episodes where I like to hold everything in, all that rage and all that anger, and then it just takes that one little thing, that icing on the cake, that just makes me explode. Kind of like a storm brewing. The winds are changing swiftly, bringing an eerie chill to the air. Billowing clouds begin to fiercely roll, delivering a fog of contentious emotion. A trickle seeps through, just enough to break the barrier, allowing the first bolt to strike with such a crackling rage, leaving in its surrendering wake thunderous echoes of despair.
I love this one.
The storm?
I love the storm. And you know, for some people might just be listening, but to be able to watch this, is to see the artwork that you put behind, just enhances so much the poetry, and it's just I assume it's all your that's you too, right, in the background.
Yeah, all of these, like in the storm, you can kind of see my image kind of hidden in there a little bit with some lightning bolts and kind of tears with the makeup kind of running down a little bit. Oh, goodness, are you okay? Ooh. Tripping over toys.
Uh-oh, careful. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's definitely a different, I guess, dimension to not only read the words along with the artist who created it, but to also hear their voice in the way they feel it and think it, you know? So it definitely adds that different level of connection with what is being presented. So I appreciate you doing this. Just I don't want to interrupt, but quick question: all of these, are they minted on the Ravencoin blockchain already?
Yes, these ones are already minted. I've sold. I think I only have 2 left available that are actually listed on nftraven.net. The other ones were either donated or sold.
Nice, awesome. Well, thank you for that.
Yep. And then when you're talking about hearing, you know, a voice like me reading these poems, I actually kind of have an idea for the future poems I'm going to be dropping. I'm thinking about implementing some audio.
That would
be
epic.
kind of like a neat idea, something different.
Yeah, that'd be epic.
Yeah.
And this one, oh boy, Manic Mind. This is me on the daily, sometimes weekly phases, who knows. But the mind is racing and spinning like a demon trapped in a cage. What will this day bring? A morning of impulsive decisions or an evening of violence and rage? For I can be and do anything. A phoenix rising from the ash. I feel like an unstoppable god. When will it stop? Until it all comes to a halting crash, leaving you all the pieces to pick up.
This one describes. Yeah, that describes it really well. That's beautiful words. And the art behind it, and then you reading it, it really is. It becomes a real experience.
Well, I hope so. I really hope to connect with people. That's like my biggest, I want to be able to connect.
Well, I know that for me in my life, through the struggles and issues I've had, it's only been another person sharing something similar that helped me ultimately. You know, it wasn't someone reading from a book or some or with a title after their name telling me what to do. It was a real life experience. So, yeah, thank you, and for doing the, you know, the interview that we posted on the WAGMI on the WAGMI site. It's really great to have gotten to know you a little bit more around how you answered those questions too. So if anyone's listening here, make sure you go check out Miraj's post on our website.
I learned about myself in that process, answering those questions. So it helped me too, doing it.
Yeah, that's also what I told Sunny, like when she sent me the questions for the one that she wanted to put up for me. I was like, it's interesting because, you know, like as you just expressed, you don't really think of it as a part of you until you have to talk about it, you know, and you're like, oh wait, I did create that is a part of me, and this is how I feel about it, you know, because usually it's just like make, put up right next. You know, you never really get a chance to really reflect on what was created. So yeah, that's awesome you bring that up.
Yeah, I definitely learned it. Like you just said, you know, there was things I wasn't even thinking about. I was just going with the flow, doing what I do, and then answering those questions. I was like, oh wow, you know, I didn't really look at it this way, or I didn't even realize. Next one is titled Medicated. Anticipating a sense of contentment, a fragment of societal normalcy, a comatose, futile soul governing that frenzied spirit, leaving a listless conscience, a numbed, desolate shadow, a desecrated, primitive essence dissociating from a bleak heart, believing a counterfeit smile, a thought of felicity left in devastation. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with taking medications like antidepressants and things like that, but I've had, you know, my roundabouts with it. And usually I decide that I need that extra help when it gets really, really dark, when I'm really, really depressed. And I feel like I need that medication just to kind of help give me that boost and to pop me out of those state of mind. But then in the end, I'm going to be completely honest here. I end up being disappointed. I feel like a zombie. I feel like I'm not myself. I feel empty, hollow.
I'm glad you said the last part, because I was about to say, because, you know, I've you know, walked that path once or twice or a few times before, and like you just said, like you kind of regret it. Like I don't really need to do that, you know, because once it's gone, it's like you're back to you, you know.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, I temporarily wasn't me, but I'm still gonna have to be me, you know. So that's you know, so I understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, I just feel like when I am on my medication that I'm not me, like just empty. Like I'm just sitting there, you know, I don't have a mind of my own, and I get put on medication in hopes of feeling better and trying to be happy, and it literally does the opposite. So I've struggled a lot with that.
That's been my experience too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, you know, everyone that's prescribed medication, it's not necessary to take. I'm always gonna be on the side of, if you can sort of mentally overpower what you're going through to whatever extent you can, and not have to resort to constantly do that, I would rather that happen. For example, like with me, it was my art. Like people, like, you know, they're like, do you ever leave the house? Like, no. Why? I'm always making art. Why? Because I don't want to be depressed. Because the second I stop, like, that's my medication, or that's been my therapy, you know. So it's like, and it doesn't matter the kind of art, I've always just needed to create. So for me, it's like, if I don't create, I feel like I'm not taking my medication. So I feel like if you can take something a little bit less self-destructive in a sense of a physical health to try to fix the mental health, because then when you come out of it, you don't want to be left with, you know, whatever side effects of the medication, you know, whether it's nausea or fatigue or sleepiness, you know, because you might mentally not be thinking about what you were thinking about before. Now you have something else to worry about. And I feel the less you can compound, the better it will be ultimately, if you can sort of replace those things. But again, there are times, like you said, when you're at like wit's end, you're like, I just need something to just disappear for a minute. But you know, always trust your medical professionals.
Yep, I'm going to be honest again. I was on medication a few months ago, and I pretty much got tired of it. You know, like I didn't smile, I didn't do anything, and I stopped. And that's honestly around the time when I started making NFTs. And now creating art and writing poems has turned into my new outlet.
That's very awesome to hear.
Yes. And exercise also helps.
100%.
This is my last one. I still have other ones that I'm working on, so they're not ready to be shared. My prison. A dark, hollow pit, all-consuming, sucking it all in. Thoughts are spiraling. An alternate dimension, controlling every idea. Confined to my own prison, not yet able to find the key. Where dreams are perished, marinating in self-pity. We are our own worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
All those negative thoughts we tell ourselves, and then we literally build our own prison in our mind.
Yeah, that's why I always say you have to have people around you that encourage you to grow and expand. And because it's, I know for me, I'll just minimize or just chop myself down, and then, so it's just we need each other to to carry forward. That's why art is so great. That's because it helps to unlock that. You're sort of just like when I watch sircrone draw, I don't consider myself an artist, although I love doing things that are artistic. And so I'm trying to remove that from my vocabulary. Again, I think I'm just labeling myself. I want to label myself as, but when I see like sircrone drawing, I can see how content he is, and he's just, and his hands just moving and drawing these mouths and eyes and this, and he says that he's not even consciously doing it. And I'm just like, that is really amazing that you can get to a place like that where you're just like it's its own state kind of thing. It's just very beautiful.
I've learned that it seems art is the best medicine.
Yeah, exactly. So, because what happens is it becomes a language. It becomes your own language, No one else has to speak it for you to understand it, right? Like, Mirage, I'm sure, like, looking at the pictures behind the words and the font you pick, the colors you pick, that's your language. That's the language you speak. That's the language of Mirage, right? And no one can speak that language. People can probably comprehend it or understand it, but that's the beauty of art. You're speaking a language, and the only people who can really decipher it and understand it are people that communicate in the same way, Not saying that art is inclusive or exclusive in any way. It's just the way the perception of art can be culminated and manifested is as a language, The lines you pick, the words you pick, the letter shapes, everything is a form of expression, and that's the thing that people, it's hard for them to realize or accept. So a lot of times, like Sunny said, like, oh, I can't make art, or I'm not an artist. What they're really saying without knowing it is, I don't know my language. I don't know the words of my mind. I don't know the images of my mind. So for anyone out there listening, if you want to be an artist, all you have to do is just look inside and find the language that's inside you, whether it's with sculpture or with paint or with poetry, whatever it is, that's your language, and then speak it. And it's that simple.
Yep, exactly. Well said.
Very well said.
Children.
Yeah, keep going. I want to know more. Sorry, you're just inspiring me a lot. That's why, like, I'm like, you're getting to that deep art level, and I'm getting to that deep art level.
Okay, so this is a free app. So a free app called
Yes,
Canva.
it is free. It can also be an app on your phone too.
Wow. We were actually just talking with an African artist at Dansky, Daniel, and he's going to be coming onto the GM gallery, and he was saying how important it is to have mobile apps that they can use, because they depend so much on the mobile.
Yep.
So it's great to know. Canva's available on mobile.
Yep. And they do offer a subscription plan where it just offers, like extra perks, like a background remover, extra elements that you can have access to. But you can totally, I think, pretty much still create anything you want with Canva. I've played around with this actually a lot. I should probably show you this too, but at the home page, you can create a design, whether it wants to be a video or a social media post or just an image. You can do branding, you know, anything for, you know, your business or anything like that. So there's actually quite a bit of options on this. So I already implemented like a little quote that I thought was perfectly fitting for today. Be fearless and try something new, which is what I did.
Perfect.
So using Canva was the new thing?
You know what we'll do? We'll get
doing the Google Meet and doing this is the new thing.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Grab a picture of someone walking off a cliff.
oh no. So I don't want to give him a bad idea.
See?
I'm not gonna learn how to fly today. Sorry.
Oh. So I went ahead and I just entered in the text beforehand, just so I didn't have to fiddle with that too much. You can add headings, subheadings. There's even different text examples down here, you know, if you want to make it glow or glitchy and different things like that. Changing the font. So that's always fun. And I already went ahead and input some images actually from behind my house to play around with. And I don't know what one I want to use. We'll try this one and play with it, I guess. Let me see. They have different editing options with filters. All this stuff that I'm going to do will be free, but like I said, there's other options if you want to pay for the subscription. Ooh, that's bright. We'll go with this one. Some more filters, kind of change the coloring a little bit if you want. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, that's pretty funky. I like that.
I love the filters. Let me see here. Oh, I don't think I can do it in that one. Brightness, contrast. Certain images you put in here, like different elements and things like that. You can add shadows, frames, more paint effects, color mix, make things look a little trippy or mirrored. Some of my poems that I did write, I did use like uploading my photos and put it together in this app. And some of the poems were actually done in Adobe with like Photoshop and Illustrator. So I kind of like bounce around using different things, and I like to play around and experiment. What was I gonna do? Oh, we could even do this. I just got an idea. Oh, my edit just disappeared, didn't it? I forgot to apply it. Maybe that's why. All right, let's see. Put some WAGMI in there.
That's amazing. All this is free here.
Yep, and I
all
like
these different fonts.
Yeah, there's
different
like
finishes on the photo.
I've done my flyers in this, like some of like the little promo flyers. I just played around in Canva, just laying in bed playing on my phone, you know, just bored, and I think I want to create something. Let's make that a little bigger. Let's see. Maybe not that big. Where is it? You can even play with the text even a little bit more, adding some glitching, neon, all kinds of fun stuff. This is where I could just spend forever playing in here.
That's amazing. That's all free.
You can animate the text. Kind of make a GIF or GIF, whatever the hell you call those things. promo videos that I did for the zombies and the heist, I actually created in this, just playing around one day. I never created a video before, and I was like, oh, there's video options in here. Let's play around and see what happens. There was one I wanted to use. Now I can't find it. I'll just leave it at that. I'll probably edit this more later. I might GIF it.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah.
Where did it go? I see one. But yeah, I was thinking of whoever attends today. I will edit this a little bit more, GIF it a little bit, maybe add some different filters to the image and whatnot. I'll mint it and I will drop it.
That's so fun.
To who attended today. A little pick-me-up after such dark poetry.
Oh, so that's all animated now. That's cool.
Yep. And me, I'm horrible at decision making. So this is why I spend hours just playing around. Which one do I want?
Because all the details matter.
Yes. Yes.
Well, especially when it gets converted to a GIF, then it sometimes has a different effect.
I don't know which one I want. I want different animations for the letters, but I don't know which one. And then, like I said, I can enter it into, like if I wanted to save this image or use the original photo, I could add different filters and then edit it into videos over here. And you can create a GIF. You can save it as a video, or you can save and download it to your computer or your device as a GIF. They have a bunch of audio options, whether it's sound effects or music. You can layer them together. There's actually a lot in here. I'm still playing with this, and I find new stuff all the time with just the free stuff that's available even.
Just amazing, yeah. The stickers.
A bunch of different stickers and elements. You can type, like I said, clouds. And you can see all the free clouds. You can edit those and change their colors easily. Yeah, there's all kinds of different elements. You can even, I think it's with the paid subscription though, you can actually do a branding kit where you can create a logo and save your fonts for your brand and colors and all that. And then you can easily go back to it when you are, working on any kind of art or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is fun. But I'll play around in this probably, after we get off, maybe do a little GIF or whatnot. Or if anybody has any suggestions or wants me to change anything or do something with this, change a filter, write something, whatever.
Yeah, you just gave me an idea. It would be a fun thing to do custom NFTs for people. You could make a live card for somebody, or help somebody make an NFT. There's all kinds of things that they're gonna, people like to have custom cards made, have a custom NFT made. You get somebody on a Google chat like this, and in 15 minutes you make them a custom card, and they have their own NFT to give their loved one.
Yeah, actually, that's actually a really good idea.
It could be called because it's kind of like a vending machine, but like a custom gift card NFT vending machine.
That would actually be awesome. So,
That's beautiful. I love it. Be fearless and try something new. WAGMI.
Yes. Perfect for today. Perfect for the Google Meet.
Yes. Thank you so much.
See, I don't know. I might change my mind about. I know I'm going to mint this, but we'll see how far the minting goes. Because I also wanted to play around in here.
Ooh, Mint Journey.
Yes. My new favorite addiction ever. There we go. So I thought that with Midjourney offering a free trial. I think I actually saved it up here. They offer 25 free trial images. So anytime you hit the enter button or an upscale or a variation button, it counts as an image, but it gives you a chance to kind of play around in Midjourney and maybe grab an image here or there. And if you decide you like it, then maybe you want to pay for the subscription. But I thought it was nice that they give you a free trial option to just kind of check it out. Does anybody have a prompt?
Fearless.
Just type in fearless. See what comes up.
Yeah, why not?
Let's see.
Well, hold on. So let's put, I don't know. I don't even really know how to use it that well. See what happens.
Yeah, we could do like painting of a fearless, digital painting of a fearless woman. Wow, look at this though. It actually looks like it's coming out pretty cool already. You can already tell, I feel like, when it starts to show up like this.
Well, it's probably also picking up the word of fear. Maybe that's why there's also like a silhouetted person. But that bottom left one is pretty cool. Whoa,
totally.
Look at that bottom left one.
Look at that. Whoa. I actually like the upper left one too, where it looks like she's on a road.
The bottom right one, is that like the Grim Reaper?
It kind of looks like it.
Well, I guess you. Well, to give the AI a little support, you can be fearless in the face of death. So.
Yeah.
But it made it pretty dark with just the word fearless. That bottom left one is cool.
They're all cool. I think they're all really cool.
Just the word fearless got all that?
Yeah, actually, I'm surprised.
Right?
Wow.
See, the AI speaks my language.
Yeah, what does that tell you? I know.
I am not a computer.
Let's see what happens when let's upscale 1 and upscale 3. See how they turn out.
Oh, look at that chick with the hoodie in the bottom left.
That's
Yeah,
really
the bottom left
cool.
box is looking pretty good.
That is awesome.
I actually like that.
I really love that. That is beautiful.
Can that be the? Can that? Oh, maybe there's 2 free NFTs. I don't know. I feel like a kid in the candy store.
Actually, I was thinking like if we could create something cool in Midjourney, then maybe one of the NFTs, like maybe Midjourney, could get dropped to the Google Meet attendees, and then the WAGMI one could be a WAGMI airdrop.
Nice.
That'd be super cool. This is good promotion for.
Whoa! Look at that bottom left one.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Really and truly. I love the hood like that.
So how about we do a collab to really make whoever's here get an amazing thing? How about you send me that AI and I add like some graffiti to it?
Ooh.
Which one?
The one of the girl.
I like the woman in the hood with some graffiti.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Or which one were you thinking?
I don't know. I'll do both. But the one with the girl with the hoodie looking down.
Yeah.
Imagine the word "fearless" in graffiti behind her, like on the wall.
Exactly.
Like I could take that picture, right? Expand it horizontally, and add a little bit of height. Make that wall continuous, and do big letters graffiti "fearless."
That would be so cool.
Ooh. Do you want me to upscale that to max?
Whatever. It don't matter.
Yeah.
That is.
Sometimes I'm scared when I upscale to max, but we can always grab the previous image.
I know. It wrecks it. I know. It goes from being beautiful to, ooh, what did you just do?
Can you make variations of it?
Yes.
Now she's gonna have like 3 foreheads now.
Well, you never know.
No, I know. Sometimes they're beautiful and sometimes they're not.
I kind of like this one too.
I know. I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's beautiful. That actually reminds me of sort of a Michigan scene too.
I can animate. I can animate that.
That would be cool.
You want me to animate like the clouds like moving a little bit and like her clothing kind of waving in the wind?
Ooh, that would actually be really sweet.
Oh, look at they did the other hooded ones now. They're
Let's see the other one.
Done?
Are they?
Oh yeah, they're done.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! Those are incredible. Look at the.
Wow, just from the word fearless, that's so crazy.
That's incredible.
Well, this one is digital painting of a fearless woman. And this one is just fearless.
That's interesting.
Now this is where everybody else has to make a decision because I suck at making decisions.
Well, I just noticed Brick's been here because I wasn't looking at the laptop. Hey, Brick, what do you? If you're there, what do you think? We got 10 minutes.
Amazing. You have me in tears.
Okay, Brick, you're gonna pick the woman. Pick the woman that you want to become immortalized into an NFT with fearless written behind her.
Oh, they're fantastic. It's hard to pick. They're so good. Wow.
This one is still upscaling a little bit, and then we have these 4 too that we can choose from.
I do like the one in the wind. That's the one that's single.
This right here.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
how about we do 2 of them? I animate the top one just a little bit, and then the other one I do the fearless graffiti in the background.
That works. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
So did you like this picture of the woman in the hoodie, or did you want to pick from one of these?
No, the first one got it right, I think.
The first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. That's dope.
It really is. You can just see the emotion
Yeah,
in
I
her
like
face.
these.
That's so awesome
It's
looking.
really beautiful.
Like I could totally because I know Brick, you say like sometimes like you get art to hang on walls. I could totally see that in like a living room space or like, you know, a hallway or something.
Yeah, I mean that one in the wind. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thing is, and I'm actually really enjoying listening to Mirage because it's the first time I've actually heard Mirage talk. I think it adds deeper to you as an artist in terms of it's just listening to your new poems, the poetry. You had me in tears, and again, it comes from relevance. So my sister, who's 6 years younger than me, she's 42. Oh, sorry, 44. Lost count how old I am. She's actually diagnosed with bipolar around 10 years ago. So I understand. Well, I don't obviously. I understand what she goes through, and that's why for me it was actually quite emotional. Just listening to you reading those poems, yeah. So sorry, just.
Aw. Getting me in the feels.
You know, it's tough, you know, especially like a family member, you don't know how to help them, so that's definitely difficult as well when you want to help someone but you don't really understand how.
See, I feel that a lot. I think a lot of people, I don't want to say are scared of me because that's not the right word I want to use, but I know that sometimes they will kind of like avoid me, you know, just because they don't know how to act or they don't know what to say, they don't know what to do, you know, when I'm in my low points or anything, and I just feel like people tend to keep their distance. But thankfully, like I said, Jason, he has been my rock. Like, I don't know what I would do without him.
It's a great story.
Yeah,
Roger, sorry to interrupt.
it's fine.
You know how you're saying you're going to do those into also some audios, the poetry? That'd be fantastic. I think just adds another layer in terms of emotion, especially from people who are going through tough times and seeing you talk. Some of it obviously is your experiences and what you go through. I think it'd be fantastic to have those as NFTs as well in the audio versions. Yeah.
Yes, I'm actually kind of excited to do that. I've kind of like taken a little step back from the poetry a little bit, you know, and just started I don't want to say step back because I'm still going to work on it and whatnot, but I just kind of slowed down and just started playing around with other type of, artwork and, the zombies and the labellas and different stuff. But I am still working on the poems. But yeah, they're definitely probably going to be a little bit longer, taking a little bit more time to come out because, yeah, like I said, I definitely think it would spruce them up a little bit, adding some audio and some extra layers to those NFTs than just the flat image that I had before.
Sorry to interrupt. So we probably have about a minute left. We got the warning. So ends in 6 minutes. So I recommend, Brick, if you're here, put your wallet in the chat. So you can receive the final image that Mirage started working on.
Oh, thank you.
As an NFT. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah, thanks, sircrone. And thank you, Mirage. Thank you.
Thank you.
That.
I'm really
well,
excited about this. That was a really fantastic idea to mint an NFT for the space like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Mirage. Yeah, because I don't want us to get rugged before we get a chance to seal the deal here. So I guess, Mirage, is there anything you want to leave us off with in regards to projects you're working on, things you're thinking about doing in the future aside from the book? You could tell us maybe where we can get your book.
Well, currently I just got the small project, like zombies, labellas. I'm going to be completing my series of poems regarding bipolar disorder. Once those are completed, I will be publishing them into my Living with Bipolar poetry book, which I believe with that one, I'm just going to have it published through Amazon. It's just real quick, easy, free, and just kind of experiment with that. After that book, I will be coming out with another book that I call The Book, which is kind of, me talking about my experiences with childhood sexual abuse, navigating the justice system, in and out of court, and the toll it took on me, and my mental health and my experiences with mental health after that. And I'm probably going to release that, like maybe a chapter a week on the Ravencoin blockchain.
That's
see how that goes. That's kind of like the plan right now.
Okay, well, I appreciate you sharing this information and the information you'll be sharing later in your publications. Sunny, do you have any last questions or statements for the space?
No, I just wanted to thank you for coming out and sharing with us today, and all of you for participating too. And that's it. I'm just really stoked to be here.
All right. So with that, I guess I'll close the space with the typical WAGMI goodbye. So thank you all for viewing. Thank you, Britt, for joining. Thank you, Mirage, for presenting us your art and expressing your personal poetry, and for the projects you're working on, and for demonstrating the camera project. Everyone can join the website by visiting wagminft.net. That's WAGMINFT.net. It's free to join, and being a member gives you the chance of receiving free NFTs from other members. Don't forget to support the GM Gallery Token project by visiting ravenous.com or nftartists.com and purchasing a GM Gallery token from one of the contributors to the art project. So thank you all and have a great day.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.